Hello everyone. Today I thought of addressing this question that I got from one of the clients who asked from me this. Like, relationship, is it a distraction to realize the truth? Well, absolutely not. What I see is relationship is a support than a distraction. Because in my life, the reason why I started this spiritual journey, also a relationship. Because when I went through a breakup, I completely lost the meaning that I had about life. I felt like I had a mini death at that particular time. And that is really made me started this whole spiritual journey because I wanted to figure out the meaning in my life. So you can see that relationship is not a distraction, but more like what I see is relationship is a catalyst. Like the biggest learnings in my life I had through relationships. Because I could say that to realize the truth, there are two paths. One is through the meditation, and the other is through love. So I always chose the path of love. I don't know why that really worked for me. That's why I have never attended a special retreat in my entire life. It's surprising, but honestly, the longest duration that I meditated is 30 minutes. So you can see that love love is a huge part in this path. So why do I say that relationship is not a distraction but a catalyst? I'm talking from my experience. What I see is relationship is a mirror to see yourself. I even created a video just on that, and I published that in my channel. You can check that out. And relationship always make you see yourself. Because if you take a love relationship, this is not only even with love relationship, but even with your whatever the relationship that you have, but especially when it comes to this partner relationship, the intimacy. This will make you really go very deeper, because you're constantly interacting with the partner. So this really makes you see who you are. Because when you're living alone, sometimes by yourself all the time, you might not see that when you're dealing with another person, That's why I'm saying that relationship is a mirror to see yourself. Because relationship can really touch these buttons that can trigger you. You will project yourself into the relationship and you will see yourself through that. Like, let's say that, like, your partner is constantly making you hurry. So let's say that you want to go on a date and then your partner is just constantly making you like go in a hurry, like saying that it's getting late and all that, like, and you get really strongly react to that and you get really angry. Why? Because he's making you like in a hurry. He's constantly in a hurry. So maybe if you really look at within yourself, the same trait that you get strongly reacting to, you have it within you. That's why you get that strong reaction. Now you see, like, through him, through your partner, you start seeing yourself. But for that, you need to be conscious enough to see this. But if you stay alone, you wouldn't even recognize this. Isn't that amazing? That, like, what I see is like relationship is a complete catalyst. It will constantly support you in this journey. And then second thing is like the relationship will always show you the places that you need to heal yourself. Because it will like bring all your demons out. Like whenever you have an argument, he will touch the buttons and she will touch your buttons, and all these demons that you have been repressing in your entire life will start coming out. When these things coming up, rather than blaming the other person, if you can take the responsibility for yourself, this is nothing to do with you, like it is something to do with my wounds that I have inside. And then if you can take responsibility for the wounds that you have and how you can heal those wounds, that will create magic in your life, even in your relationship. Isn't that beautiful? Because you can be grateful for your partner, that partner supports you to see the wounds that you have within you. For example, like your partner might do something, let's say that your partner blocks you, and then you become so angry and like you become so strongly reacting to that. And then when you look at that reaction, you can see this is nothing to do with the present moment, but rather there's a past anger and there's some past into this particular wound that you can see, because something must have happened in your past that someone abandoned you. So that is the wound which got triggered. Now this is an opportunity that you can recognize, wow, this is not something which is happening right now. It is something to do with my past. Someone has abandoned me, or like I lost someone in my life that really creates this abandonment wound within myself. So rather than like putting all that anger to your partner, if you can take care of this wound that you have and try to heal that. You could use the same relationship in order to heal yourself. Isn't that beautiful? And the next one is like when you're with another person, some of the parts within yourself need to be surrendered, which needs to be die within yourself in order to incorporate another person in your life. What I mean by that is some of the parts in yourself needs to die. Like let's say that, let's say you enjoy eating seafood, but your partner like enjoy eating vegetarian meals. So sometimes when you go out, you need to let go of that part needs to die in order for you to go to a vegetarian restaurant and have a meal with your partner. But if you stay very rigid, no, I want to go to a seafood restaurant, like that will create a conflict, but rather, like, of course, like you can argue in other ways that you could go to a restaurant where there's seafood and vegetarian, but it's just I'm taking as an example here, and so like some of the parts you need to die in order to be with another person. For example, you might be a very logical person, but when you're dealing with like let's say you're a man and you're very logical, and when you're dealing with a woman, like woman might not be very logical because she's not coming with more logic, but rather more coming with the emotions, She might say, I would not talk to you and I need some time, but rather she would call you back. Is that logical? No, it's not. So you can see that like in order for the man to like deal with another woman, like deal with the woman, your logical part might need to die in order to be with this person. If you want to have harmonious relationship, otherwise it would be a complete hell, So this helps you to surrender, Honestly, before I learned to surrender to the whole, first I had to learn how to surrender to my partner, Because I surrendered to a partner which helped me really surrender to another teacher, and eventually which helped me to surrender to the whole. Because if you tried, okay, let me surrender to the whole and realize the truth, it wouldn't be that easy, So start from there, like see how you can surrender to your partner. This is not like, I'm not talking about being submissive or anything like that. It's not what I mean by that, Whereas you become flexible and surrender and die some of your parts in order to deal with another person. Isn't that how beautiful is that? Otherwise, if you stay rigid, okay, this is how I need and that's how it's supposed to be, no. Because like a relationship will always be, it wouldn't be so easy because you're merging two worlds together. So there'll be conflicts. Definitely some parts need to die, otherwise how you can incorporate and live in harmony? So this is beautiful, It makes you surrender to life. And in fact, if this partner is also spiritual into spirituality. And if both of your ultimate goal in life is to realize the truth, there would be a complete catalyst in your life, you know. Because being with another person who wants to realize the truth would really help you. It would help you to meditate together, have spiritual discussions together. You know, I remember I used to have a partner who we did beliefs together. And that was beautiful. This will really, really help you in your journey. Otherwise, like the other person, like if you're into very much intense with spirituality, but the other person is not so into it, like, you know, rather than like both coming together and going towards the same vision in your life, it would be so easy and would make, like it would bring, like there's a saying that 1 + 1 is not 2 but 3. It would really create that effect, because I've seen that once, like when two people are coming together in order to create something, like makes a huge difference, you know. Because now both inputs are coming together and you could have like true support. You could have deep discussions, deep spiritual conversations. You could go to retreats together. So you can see that relationship is not a distraction at all, but rather something which can help you to grow spiritually so much. Even if the partner is not spiritual, it doesn't really matter. I don't think anything in life is a distraction, but rather a help in order for you to wake up. So I hope this answered the question, and have a great day and take care.